friend, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brittany. If you are new here, I am a homemaking mother of 4 and a wife of 12 years. And on this channel, I share a little bit of my everyday life, whether it be homemaking, a little sit-down talks about God, marriage, or motherhood. If you're interested in any of this, please consider subscribing and also turn on your notifications. That way you'll be notified when I upload a video. So today's video, I'm just going to be taking you guys along with me as I share my everyday life with you guys. And this is going to be a sort of a day in the life, you know, a little homemaking, cooking, cleaning, things like that. So I'm just going to be taking you guys along with me as I get some things done around the house and show you guys what my everyday life usually looks like. So right now I'm just getting dinner started. I am going to be cooking some spaghetti. That is one of my favorites, one of Sophia's favorites, and I can eat this just about every week with no problems. And my husband is going to be cleaning our living room sofa for me. We have this little, I think it's a carpet, I think it's called a pet carpet cleaner or something like that. I'll link it down below so you guys can check it out. If you have children or if you have a pet, you definitely need this, so check it out in the description down below. I'll link it for you guys. We've been having this since we've bought this couch, and we've got it professionally cleaned. It was very expensive. I think we paid almost $400 just to get it cleaned one time. I was big and pregnant, you guys. I did not have the energy to do it, so we got it done one time, and then I was like, you know, we're not paying that much to get it done, so we ended up just getting this little cleaner, and it's been working good for us ever since. My husband usually cleans the sofa for me, I think like every 3 months or so, or before my mom comes to visit, we always clean it really good. So here I am just taking out my fresh bread. Usually I like to bake 2 loaves of bread on Saturday to start our new week off. That way we'll have fresh bread for whenever the kids want to eat, or a lot of times my husband and Sophia, they like to have French toast in the morning for breakfast, or a egg sandwich or something of that nature. And so I try to have fresh bread available for the family. And you guys, I haven't really been baking much with my sourdough starter, and I just said yesterday that I need to take it out of the refrigerator because I haven't used it, I think, in at least 4 months probably. I have been using actual yeast instead of sourdough, so I want to go ahead and take my starter out of the refrigerator and get some sourdough started and just bake a bunch of bread. That way I can put it in my freezer, because Tom has not been allowing me to get some sourdough started. Like, I need to do better. And of course, we are making more bread, and I have my little helper here. Anytime I'm in the kitchen, you can definitely bet that Sophia is going to be in the kitchen on her little stool trying to help do something. And I'm so grateful for her because she makes my little heart happy. And you know, if you have kids, you know that children, they always just want to help and always want to feel included. So I'm really glad that I was able to get this little helper stand. I'll link it down below for you guys so you can check that out as well. It comes in handy if you have a toddler. That way they'll be able to get up high enough to be able to help you guys in the kitchen. And so here I'm just making some more bread. I decided I wanted to have some rolls with the spaghetti. I don't know, it always reminds me, like anytime I have spaghetti, bacon rolls with it, it reminds me of back in the day when I used to go to public school. We would have spaghetti and they would always have these delicious yeast rolls, and they were so good. And so I like to make rolls when I make spaghetti, and so I decided to make that again. So this is like the second batch of bread that I'm making today. So this is what the couch is looking like. My husband is working diligently, trying to hurry up and get this done. What I love about this is that it doesn't take a long time to finish. Like, you can do it very quickly and even just spot clean if you need it. So I'm very grateful that my husband always takes on this task because I hate doing it. So So I don't know if you guys heard, but Campbell's has bought out Rayo's. I think I'm saying it right. Rayo's, something like that. But Campbell's have bought them out, and it's pretty hard to find a clean, good pasta sauce. I haven't had the chance to start making my own and canning any. So my go-to is the Aldi brand, the Simply Nature marinara sauce. I love the marinara sauce and the basil as well. And one thing I like about the jars is they're reusable. As you can see here, I almost threw them away, but then I remembered that I like to keep those to use them for other things around the house. Sometimes my husband likes to juice and put them inside of those. So I always like to try to reuse whatever I have on hand. I don't like to buy things that I don't need, and so I reuse what I can. So I'm the type of woman in the kitchen, whenever I'm in the kitchen, I have to start with a clean kitchen, and I also have to clean as I go. Are any of you guys like that, where you have to start with a clean kitchen, or do you like to just cook and then clean everything? How do you like to do it? Comment down below and let me know. So I've been getting a lot of requests to share my bread recipe, and you guys, I plan on making a blog. Well, I do have a blog, I just have not published it yet. And so I plan on making a blog and putting all of my recipes there to share with you guys. I'm not really sure if I want to share some of them, because I wanted to keep some of them special for my daughters and also my son, because he's always in the kitchen trying to make some of the recipes as well. But I do plan on sharing some of my recipes with you guys, so stick around, and I'm definitely going to be sharing that sometime soon, prayerfully. So here I'm just gonna make like a onion and butter topping for the rolls. I usually just take some butter and some garlic scapes with some garlic powder and a little bit of salt and put it on top of my rolls. My family likes it like that, and it comes out great. Tastes just like garlic bread, and I love it, and it's quick and easy. So that's what I'm doing here. So baby Sammy ended up waking up from his nap, and so I wanted to give him some mom hugs. I am the type of mom, I don't do any cry it out or any of that stuff. When my baby cries, give me my baby and let me comfort my baby. I don't believe in just letting my baby cry and all of that stuff like that, which I do understand that, you know, it's okay for them to cry, but due to my hormones, I just can't take it. Like, I need to hold my baby for my comfort, not really for theirs. So I don't want my babies to be crying. And so I stop what I'm doing, and I'm going to hold my baby, whatever it may be. Here my husband is taking the onion top that we cut, and he's just taking the ends and put it in the ground. And one thing I do notice, usually I take my garlic scape ends and I put them in a glass of water on the side of my stove, and I notice they grow very fast over there, whereas instead of being in the ground, they take longer to grow. So from now on, I'm sticking to putting them in a glass of water next to my oven. That way they grow faster and I can make use of them whenever I need. So you guys, one of my subscribers from my previous channel, which was called The Guilbeau Life, I no longer upload over there, but she followed me from there to here, and I talked to her, and she was so sweet and so kind to send me a gift card for myself, and she told me to buy whatever I wanted with that and to treat myself. At first, I couldn't think of anything that I wanted or needed, but then I remembered, you guys, when I make bread, I usually would hand cut it with a regular knife, and I have carpal tunnel in my right hand, and also I've been struggling with some arthritis. And so when she sent me that and I thought about that, I was like, great, I can buy me a bread knife. I was so excited, and it came in I think 2 days later or the next day, and I was super excited to cut it. And you guys, look how easy that cuts. And it usually takes me forever to cut the bread, and I always cut it lopsided and everything, but you guys, this was so easy, and I love how everything came out all uniformed. Even the bread came out perfect. If you make your own sandwich bread, I would highly recommend, you guys. I feel like I keep telling you guys, look in the description, but this was one of my best purchased items because I really, really needed this. So if you guys are on the fence and if you make your own bread, get this bread knife. I will leave it in the description box below. And I also wanted to tell her thank you so much, and I really appreciate you. I also ended up buying myself an apron that I've been looking at, but it was kind of big, but I still love it. I love how comfortable it is. So I bought myself an apron, and I bought myself this knife, and I'm just so thankful for her because she's always coming through for us. She's always watching, and I even talk to her on the phone sometimes. We text, and so I'm super grateful for her. She is a subscriber turned friend, and I just thank God for her because she's a blessing to our family. And actually, when we were pregnant with baby Sammy, she ended up sending us some baby items, you guys. And I just want to say I truly appreciate any and everything that you guys send me. I don't take anything lightly. I don't take anything for granted. I'm truly thankful for those who decide to bless me and my family, honestly. And I'm like, it's with much gratitude that I accept you guys' gift. So you guys, one thing about me is I am very frugal. I don't like to waste money. Like I don't like to shop for clothes. I don't like to do any of that. But I love going on Facebook, and I use my local buy sell trade group. I think that's what it's called. And they're always giving stuff for free, and I love to give things away for free on there as well. And so I got these fall decorations for free, and I was so happy, so thankful for it because I was trying not to, well, I didn't want to spend any money on buying any decorations. I don't want to go broke. I know we see a lot of these YouTubers have these nice, elegant fall decorations and things like that. You guys, I ended up going to the Dollar Tree and I got a few things that I wanted. My goal was to not spend no more than $10, and I stayed within those means. And also, I got these free pieces of fall decor from Facebook Marketplace. And so I just didn't want to spend any unnecessary money on things like that. And being that I'm trying to stay within my budget, but I also like to give things away on there. And so I needed to make some pizza dough for the kids. I wanted to make some pizza dough and freeze it. I wanted to make some more bread to have and slice and put it in our deep freezer, but I ended up messing up, you guys, and I was so bummed. So I ended up making more bread than normal, as you guys can see. And so I ended up giving away some rolls for free on my Facebook buy sell trade group. And so one thing, like, I'm very clean, like I'm constantly washing my hands and things like that. And so with Sophia, I give her her own little piece of dough. That way she can stay away from this dough. That way we can keep it clean and neat. So I ended up giving some rolls away to sweet family. And I'm so happy that this bread did not go to waste and I could bless another family with this. I ended up giving away 2 pans of rolls. If you guys see, and I'm going to show you guys the dough while it is rising. There's 2 pans in the back of rolls. I ended up giving away those 2 pans of rolls, and I got some good feedback from them. And I also had some other people inquiring to buy some because I was thinking about selling my loaves of bread for a little bit of extra income to bring some extra money into the house, just for me to have to be able to buy like little things. I like to go thrift shopping. My husband jokes and laughs all the time because he's like, no matter how much money we get, you're always going to go to the Goodwill. And that is a fact about me because I don't care how much money I have. I'm going to go to the Goodwill. I'm going to have a good time. But you guys, I noticed the Goodwill prices, like, I haven't been in such a long time. The last time I went, the prices were ridiculous. Like, the prices for the kids' clothes, you can just go in Children's Place or somewhere and buy like the clothes brand new because they're so expensive there. And Like, I no longer desire to even shop at Goodwill. I'd rather go to the little thrift stores, like the little mom and pop thrift stores, instead of the Goodwill chain, because it's just ridiculous. I don't care to shop there anymore. Or I'd rather use a marketplace or something like that, or estate sales. I love estate sales. But yeah, so I was thinking about selling my bread, and I'm still on the fence about it because this is a hobby of mine. Like, I love to bake. I don't want to turn something that I love to do into a job because I don't want my heart to turn away from it. And so here I am just making some little mini pizzas for Sophia, and I made some dough to freeze. That way, anytime the kids want pizza or I don't feel like cooking or something, they can just take a piece of dough and microwave it for a few seconds, and it's good to roll out. Throw some pizza sauce on there, add some meat or cheese, and that is a quick lunch or quick go-to meal for the kids. And so that's one thing I like to keep it handy in our fridge. So you guys, when I was going to butter my bread, Sophia ended up taking a bite out of the butter. She always does that. If it's not the butter, it is the cheese. And you guys, don't worry, I did not use this same butter to butter the bread that I was giving away. So after I finished making the bread, I decided to go sit outside because I have my wind chimes out there, and the wind was blowing so much that the wind chimes was making such a beautiful song, and so I wanted to go sit down and enjoy that. So they ended up sending the pan back, and I'm so grateful because they left me this little note, you guys, and it definitely pulled on my heartstrings. I was so excited, and it made me so happy because my love language is acts of service, and so it made me feel really, really good just to know that they enjoyed something that I always put my heart into. Like, when I do things, I always try to do it with my whole heart, especially like cooking and things like that. Like, I love doing those things, and so it just brought joy to my heart. So we ended up taking a little trip to Walmart, and we needed something. I forgot what it was, but I wanted to check out the floral section and also the little pillows. So we ended up going to look to see what they had. But sadly, like, a lot of the plants were dying, and they were trying to sell them for full price. And so I said, you know what, I'm not even going to buy them. I don't know why Walmart always does that. And even Lowe's, like, they'll let the plants die rather than letting somebody take care of them. So here we are on another random day. Sophia is going in for an eye appointment because she is going to be having her eye surgery. And so this is like our pre-op checkup. I had a few questions to ask the doctor. And this is Sophia's first time being able to sit in the chair all by herself. And she was such a big girl, and I'm super proud of her. So we went outside and decided to pick some cucumbers. This is my first time actually trying to grow cucumbers in Texas, in the Texas heat, and I definitely learned a lot trying to grow a garden this summer. And so next year I pray that I'll be more fruitful. And although these cucumbers were a little overripe, I washed them and sliced them up for me and Sophia, and they still tasted delicious. Cheers. Cheers. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Praise God. Thank you, Lord.
Amen.
Alright, you guys, so I ended up making the kids come in the kitchen to learn a few things with me. I needed to stock up our fridge and refrigerator. I decided to make them come in and help. That way it could take a little bit of load off of me instead of me trying to do it all by myself. I got Vhan in to come and make 2 loaves of bread, and I was teaching Braylon how to make homemade chicken sausage patties, and he was super excited to do it himself. And we even had little Sophia in the kitchen as well, doing her own little thing, helping out as well. And we also got some cookie dough as well. That way we can just put balls of cookie dough in the freezer and take out as much as we need. And we usually just put it in the air fryer, and that is a quick little snack for us during the week. And so we ended up making some rolls, some cookies, some loaves of bread, and some homemade breakfast chicken sausage. That got us through the rest of the week. So you guys, if you like this video, please consider subscribing and also give me a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you like this video and they will suggest more of my content to you. I would love for you to go ahead and watch more of my videos. That way it could help me to reach a goal that I have in mind. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Be blessed.
Keep them fingers at your mouth. Keep them fingers at your mouth.